Got a shed here I need to get power into. I'm going to put this panel here. I'm going to run a conduit right in the back. Already got this on the back. It's 1-inch conduit. So I bought one of these. Screwed one of these on here. And then this will go up on the wall here. I already got a hole made in the wall with a nail. So it'll be like this. And outside here, I've already got conduit run underground. I haven't cut it off yet. Here's that hole where the nail was. First thing I need to do is I'm going to cut this conduit off down here so I can pull a wire up through there. It runs in a ditch here. Runs all the way up there past that hydrant. Up to that meter base up there. It's 200 feet. So first I gotta put a pole line through there. And then I need to pull a rope through, then I can pull the wire through. Okay, I've got the panel mounted on the wall. It's just held on with 2 screws right now. One there and there. I had to space out the bottom here with some cardboard because of the thickness of this. Here's my setup for my pulling a string through. Got a bunch of string here with a plastic bag on it. I'm just going to take this and put it inside here. And hopefully it'll just pull the string out of this bucket. Here's what the outside of the box looks like. Okay, we've got the line coming up. This line goes all the way down through the conduit, down to there. So now I've got a rope tied onto it. And then I'll pull the rope through here. And I'll tie that end over there onto the wire and pull the wire through. Okay, we're going to start pulling now. I have someone on the other end pulling this through. Now I gotta feed it until there's about 6 feet hanging out the other end, up there at that end. It's going to change to a different kind of rope here. Okay, we got our line going in. Everything's taped on. The wire, another pull string, and this is for internet if I want a camera up here. Or down there, I don't know how it'll work out being with the power, but and I've got it laid out here. Okay, start pulling it in. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to put the camera down. Hey, the wire's here. I'm just gonna quit for the night. I just stuffed it through the hole. So I just put it there, hoping somebody won't come cut it off for me and take my wire. Guess they could do that if they want. So, it wasn't quite 200 feet, but it was probably 15, 20 feet short of 200 feet. Conduit's all complete, wire is in there. Looks like that. I'll need to caulk around this. Probably will be putting a board behind here and hooking it to it with some brackets. That's what it looks like inside. Got enough wire here to connect it to the box. So this is a hot side. This is a hot side. This is the neutral. And then I'll need to put a ground in here too, because the grounds and neutrals have to be separate. Okay, it's all wired up. Popped in a couple breakers, a 15 and a 20. I'm gonna put in some outlets in here later on. Got my one hot to here, one hot to here, my neutral, my ground, separated from the neutrals, and I just ran my Ethernet and my pull string up here, just hung it up so it's out of the box. So next thing we're gonna do is probably put at least one outlet in here, and then I need to go up to the main panel and put in the 30 amp breaker and connect it on the other end. Okay, now we got one outlet wired in there. Put one about 48 inches off the ground. There's gonna be a counter here, probably about 36 inches. So, got my ground up there, my neutral there, and my hot on the 15 amp breaker. And put in one of these, stapled it there, left a little room, stapled it there, up through the box. So now I just need to put in the 30 amp breaker up at the main, wire it in, and I'll have power down here. I'll also be putting a ground rod down here. It's an 8-foot ground rod. I do have a ground coming from the main panel, but I'm going to put a ground rod outside in the dirt, run the wire in here, run it up to the ground here. Since this is not in the same place as the main panel. Gotta finish putting this ground rod in. Get a wire. Yeah, I'm just gonna run it inside here, inside the wall, up to the box. It's all hooked up and running. Got a 15 amp breaker hooked to this outlet. That 20 amps not being used yet. Got the cover on there just for now. Guess that I'll bring that ground wire in through the bottom here, run it up the stud and into the box. Gonna get another grounding lug to put on down the bottom inside the panel. Vacuum works. So we have power. Get that ground finished up, and then I need to start redoing the roof on this thing. It's been leaking. So I've got 3 sheets of OSB. I'm going to replace every sheet on this side. That might be a half sheet up there. If that's a half sheet, I'll leave it. Otherwise, I'm changing out approximately 3 sheets. Door is getting removed from there. And I'm just going to put a man door on this end, so I don't need anything that wide to get in here. I've got a door at home that I can use. I can get it out of the garage. That's all for now.